You are most certainly a professional.
Hi YouTube. I forgot to start the VOD again.
We swear he's smart.
Alright, YouTube. What you missed, I have a suit because we're going to court. My dad was in chat for a little bit. He was chill, he's pretty cool. You should all say hi to my dad. And yeah, we're going to court. Oh, and the game likes to reset my sound and be very loud. Oh, and also, I don't know if I've especially explained this in any of the VODs that are on YouTube, but my camera isn't really mounted all that soundly, so if any sort of like bumps happen to my desk at all, it gets very wobbly. If any sort of bumps, he says, slamming his fist into the desk. But that includes like me just accidentally bumping my knee against the table or me moving my mouse a little too hard. So yeah. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raised my voice to try and give myself courage, someone told me to shut up. I turned, trembling with anticipation, towards the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel Junko pop. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator. When I finally stepped on, the doors closed and the elevator started to move. This is the perfect spot to kill somebody again. Or
no,
all
but
of,
then you'd
oh,
be
this
caught.
is a big elevator. Never mind. I wonder who's gonna be on the thumbnail today.
We'll see.
Probably.
Makoto and, if I had to guess, Kyoko.
I'm gonna pretend like I know who that second person is. I can't remember.
Kyoko was seductive girl, but is now just a deadpan
Pink
detective.
hair? Okay, yeah. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds towards the school's basement. Also, before we continue, I'm calling it now. Kyoko, or whatever her name is the one who's ultimate question mark, question mark, question mark. She's gonna be revealed to be the ultimate detective or something. And she's gonna be like, oh, if you decide to kill someone to get out of here, she's going to be the main issue.
So you gotta kill her first.
Well, you just have to kill someone and not get caught, but she's gonna be the one who catches you if anybody does. So yeah,
No,
kill her.
Yeah, that's exactly what I just said.
I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes.
Oh.
Other than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment?
Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. I mean, of course an elevator is going to be oblivious. It's an inanimate object. Oh, he's not going to continue that sentence.
You finally arrived!
Dude, Hero really just does have that drip, huh?
Which one?
Hero, the crazy hair guy? The first dude on the left, who's behind my camera.
Leader man.
Hold on, he's behind my camera.
Yeah, the leader. Okay, I see
that
what you're
one.
talking about.
Oh, there's Makina.
What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right?
Shit. And you wanted me to take this voiceover again, right? Because
yes,
it was
please.
killing you? Okay. Hold on, let me drink some water first. I'm also regretting the voice that I gave him.
This stream is sponsored by Dr. Pepper.
It's not sponsored, and I'm drinking water, not Dr. Pepper, thank you. My name is Mongo. Not even close, it's total shit.
Well now.
Okay. Everyone find your assigned seats and sit down.
Yahoo!
We gotta
Hurry up now. Hurry up.
We did what he said and found our seats. Those are not seats.
Yeah, closer. Oh
Sakura
my
is
gosh.
so much bigger.
Sakura's giant.
The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else. Which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their tension and unease onto anyone else. More like, and it'd be easy for anybody to be immediately. Why does Mongo look so terrified? I just noticed that. Underneath his
Actually, good point.
His
Underneath his giant corn hat.
yeah, his oh fuck, what do they call it? The claw chip, the funnel claw corn chips. Bugle.
Bugle.
The bugle hat. His bugle head.
I definitely didn't call it fungal.
Fungal. His funglet hat.
Yes.
The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there.
Ooh, cutscene.
And so, the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment. A deadly deception. A deadly betrayal. A deadly murder. As murders tend to be. A deadly riddle, deadly defense, deadly faith. A deadly class trial with an epic sound effect coming with it.
That was a symbol. I liked it.
Yep.
Why do we have to sit next
we're
to it?
getting asked to save the
Oh,
data.
no.
I'm gonna go with yes. Thank you. And we're just gonna go ahead and go here. And then once we get to 30, I'll just start going back down over them. Oh, what the fuck is this? What is this? Open e-handbook. Okay. Oh, we have to review all of our evidence before we go in.
Okay.
Alright. Stab wound to
So-
the abdomen. Her right wrist appears to have been fractured.
You think it was...
I think it was Leon because
You
of
think
this.
it was Leon because
Which
of that?
you can't see it because of
I
my webcam is in an amazing spot right now. I'm gonna go ahead and just do that. I think it was Leon because of this. Because if you turn your head upside down, you can see that clearly just is literally the word Leon written out, even though it's saying it's a series of numbers 11037. But no, it's clearly just the word Leon, which is somebody's name. So I think that's pretty hard evidence towards it being them. I was really hoping we could find something with the replica sword, because you can see that it was a lot of the gold coating on the blade, which came off on our hands when we picked up the sword, is missing, which means that whoever got hit by the sword as either defense or an attack would have had that gold plating on them.
And it wasn't on Sayaka's hands, was it?
It wasn't on Sayaka's hands, no. However, the trash chute was going, and the only thing left was a slight, was like one little bit of a cuff with some burn mark on it. And we never found
Who
anything
has
for that
cuffs?
either. I think Leon does, and the other guy who we thought it was.
Byoka Daika.
Byoka
whatever
does.
his name is. Byoka
Yeah.
I think it's
Switching
still him.
rooms. Yeah, we switched rooms, which is honestly probably going to go against us. Toolkit. Our toolkit isn't open. The door handle was taken off with tools, not by breaking it off. Somebody used the lint roller to clean up all of the hair and what I would assume would be also the gold in the room. Sayaka's wrist was broken, and she had the blood on her finger, which was used to write the name. However, also that could just be somebody. Which the reason her wrist, if it's the same wrist, wait. No, never mind. It's not the same wrist, so that actually throws out that theory. I was gonna say if it's the same wrist, it could have been somebody. Wrist was glittery, so somebody used the sword to hit her wrist. Gotcha.
Okay.
They did say it wasn't a real sword, so it makes sense that it wouldn't have cut it off. My original theory was if her wrist is broken, that means somebody could have like broke her wrist trying to turn her hand around and write it on the wall, and then frame Leon. But it's the other hand. So
Yeah.
the dying message is pretty obvious. Bathroom door frame is
It broke the door.
yeah.
Or
Only
broke it.
Makoto and Sayaka knew about the door being stuck, which is why they took the door handle off instead of just opening the door. Makoto's bathroom doorknob had been broken. The screws holding it all in place had been partially or completely removed. Nameplates had been switched. I don't understand why that happened at all. Doesn't make really any sense to me.
My thinking would be that since Monokuma is watching everything, he would think, oh, if you two are going to switch rooms, then it's still going to show where you two are sleeping.
That's the only thing I could think of, but I don't know.
'Cause,
Kitchen
I mean,
knife set.
Monokuma's
We already know
the-
that the knife was the murder weapon because it's still in the body.
It's still in her stomach.
Is a count. A knife went missing while she was in the while Ioi was in the dining hall. I swears that Makoto did not come in the dining hall at any point while she was there. She never said who did though. She might have said nobody did. Trash duty. The trash was going. Burnt shirt piece with blood on it, and the shattered crystal ball. I don't know why that's there. Because Hiro clearly is not involved in the murder. Unless that's there because Hiro is the one who murdered, and just that's the only evidence he left behind. Because I think he's also wearing a cuffed shirt, and I'm gonna be real upset if he doesn't, if it's actually him, because he's my favorite character. Anyways, set skills. Lost in Thought increases time limit for each phase. Effective during the class trial. Costs 3 SP. I think we only have 2 skills. Melodious Voice. Increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed.
Okay.
Effective during the bullet time battle. I don't know what any of that means, but we'll see.
I think we're going to find out what that means very soon.
I would assume as well. Considering we only have 2, I'm going to go ahead and just equip both of these. Why does it put a gun next to it? Why? Alright, we're going to finish preparations. Hopefully I didn't have to, like, select any of that evidence.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial.
Yeah, Hiro did have a
your votes
cuff
will
shirt, see?
determine the results.
Right, I still have to
If you
hit
can
buttons.
figure out who done it, then
done it?
only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
I feel like they could have used a better term for that other than blackened.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot he's Meliodas' voice actor. That always throws me for a loop.
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes.
I feel like I
Whoever
also
did it,
recognize.
raise your hand.
I feel like I also recognize his voice. That's. Is his face okay? Hold up.
Oh, he's fine.
No, let me move my. Let me just. Let me. Where is it? There. Is his face on the left okay?
Yeah, he's okay.
He's very excited. He's very
vibing.
excited. I don't think that's
Don't
gonna
be a
work.
goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick?
You probably can.
What's going on with those pictures?
He's rubbing it into your face. That your 2 favorite characters are dead. I'm not gonna lie, I actually really like Junko though.
I'm not happy. They were 2 of my favorite characters to watch and to voice. Sayaka was so jumpy, or not jumpy, but like bubbly. She was happy.
Yeah,
And
that's a
Junko
better
was
term
just-
for that. Junko was just an
was
overall good character and a likable character.
Overall good and, Russian.
And also, I don't think she was supposed to be Russian. That was kind of our.
We don't talk about that.
That just sort of happened. But I remember I went into this and I like when it was said that one of the characters was going to be the quote ultimate fashionista. I was like, I'm not going to like that character just because from life experience I have never really liked those kind of people. But then we get into the game and I actually really digged Junko. So I'm kind of upset that she died. But
I only like 2 fashionistas.
I don't like any in real life.
I
Junko
feel
and
awful
Cruella.
if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
I should just screenshot their faces and use it for the thumbnail.
Friendship penetrates.
You stop that, sir!
Okay, but what about that other empty seat?
She sounds like
Close
BMO.
with her voice.
She sounds like BMO from Adventure Time.
Oh, I have not watched Adventure Time in so long. I don't remember.
Dude, I haven't either,
I
but
can
she
kind
sounds
of-
like
I can kind of
BMO.
hear it, but...
That just furthers my theory that she's a robot!
There were only 15 of us to begin with, so
It's gonna
why
be
are there
Monokuma.
16 seats?
Or there's a special surprise student that we don't know about yet.
Oh, no
Junko.
reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people.
I mean, that would make the most sense, honestly.
Oh, that I feel is foreshadowing.
I mean, it's definitely foreshadowing something, but honestly, that would make the most sense. Oh no, it can just fit up to 16 people because that's better. That's a more even number than 15.
Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
And here's where the music picks up. I was wrong. It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. He really is the ultimate average student, huh? Like, just look at him. He is he screams background character. Which is why you play as him, so you never have to see him on camera, because you'd miss him a lot.
Yay, isekai worlds.
Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Nah! No, I'm just kidding. Yes, I would like to hear more, because I have no idea what I'm doing. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. Oh gosh, good thing they're all. I think this is why the class trials are all voiced. Because I think it's like I won't be clicking it; it'll just be on auto mode, so they'll be talking, and also it'll help with pacing and whatnot. Oh god. Mm-hmm. It is up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried in their statements. I have my finger on the right mouse button ready to do the reactions. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Is it like a t-shirt cannon of truth?
No, it's a truth gun.
Truth gun, gotcha. I'd rather it be a t-shirt cannon, I'm not gonna lie. Truth shirt cannon.
Guns.
Use the mouse to aim, then fire with the left mouse button.
That's awesome.
Oh, this is fun. Pay close. Hold on. Look at the characters as they load in on the left.
Wow. Wait. What? Hang on.
They're just they're turning, their silhouettes are turning black, probably to save processing power. Pay close attention to each, because this game was made in 2010, so. I think.
We don't talk about that.
Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right one. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Good, because I've already forgotten them. Mouse click. That's the only thing I remember. What was the other controls? Something about changing your truth bullets, which is probably something real useful. Well then, good luck and have fun. Alright, pressing escape. Make your argument. Evidence of a struggle.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
That's what I shoot. There we go. I can shoot the yellow text. Got it. Huh? Something's off about what was just said. Because if Sayaka hadn't resisted at all, there's no explanation for what happened to my room. For this debate, we'd like to take a quick sidebar. Yes, because that's how debates work. If you're unable to spot and refute someone's lies or contradictions, the argument will repeat. Within a group of statements, some words appear in a different color. Did you happen to notice? I did. That response represents a potential hole in a person's statement, a possible weak point. These weak spots reveal an important, though not always inaccurate, sections of a person's statement. So it's just an important one, not necessarily a wrong one, or something to look into. Your truth bullets are only effective against these weak spots. So when you see one come up, take aim and fire, but only if you're sure it's actually wrong. Also, you can fast forward an argument by holding down the control key. Well then, good luck and have fun.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss...
Yeah, we need the murder to...
In the bathroom. So it seems the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in. She didn't even have a chance
Pow.
to resist.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong!
Break.
Just a second, Chihiro.
This is so cinematic.
Try
I
to
love it.
remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
This is so
A
anime. I
struggle?
love it.
Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then she ran to the bathroom to try and hide.
Okay, hearing her voice actually talk is just more and more confirming she is a robot.
Yeah, she's a German robot.
She's using German text or text to speech.
The killer
Okay,
followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Have you ever seen the Disastrous Life of Psyche K? I think that's Psyche's voice actor.
I haven't seen
Sorry.
it.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
The knife!
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
I hope he dies next.
Yeah. We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. I think we know that part already, I'm not gonna lie.
You've cut out about 6 times.
I think we know that part already, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Kitchen knife set, yeah. And also the knife in her stomach.
So what was used to kill her?
Knife.
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach.
Some kind?
Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
It's so
so dramatic, I love it.
No.
Yeah.
I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Thank you, Sakura.
Oh.
I like that my voice for her wasn't too
I guess
far
that
off.
makes sense.
Yeah.
You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
You don't have to look real close at all. It's clearly a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us?
Wow.
I mean, we all
talks
know
fast.
Makoto killed her, right?
Deflecting! I've played too much Among Us to know that he is the killer now.
That's
I played too much Project Winter to say
Makoto's
that.
room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
If I shot someone in the White House, does that make the president the killer?
Hold on a second.
I mean, I wouldn't.
I mean, first off, how am I going to get in the White House, but...
I've been in the White House.
Cool.
I then got arrested.
I've been near the White House on a field trip.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point
She's
of the
definitely
trial?
some sort of like ultimate lawyer or ultimate detective or something. No
Well,
high school
we can
student
talk
says
all
that.
we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I have pretty good evidence against you, man. Which sucks, because up until recently, you were in my like top 3 characters.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
My voice for him wasn't too far off either. She's right. There's got to be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Sure.
Yeah.
I would love to hear more. You can concentrate by holding down the space key. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. They already talk super slow, so it's fine. That's probably actually because one of my things. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. I mean, I have a whole line of text to target. I just realized I forgot a button half of my, There we go.
Huh?
By the way, this is like an actual tie. This isn't like a clip-on or anything.
Nice.
Part of the reason why it took me so long to start this is because I couldn't remember how to tie a tie. I had to look it up because I haven't tied one in years.
That makes sense.
On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes a focus gauge. If this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun. Jammer.
Make your argument.
Aya's account.
Oh, it's account.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen
they're
knife
talking
was the
faster
murder
now,
weapon.
okay.
But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the...
No,
kitchen.
you're wrong!
He did it in secret. Nope.
No, that's wrong.
Pow.
It reminds me of like Phoenix Wright.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Okay,
It
wait.
gives me
Ace
hella
Attorney.
Phoenix Wright.
I didn't
Ace
take
Attorney
the
vibes.
knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well,
What was she
what if
again?
I have a witness?
Huh?
What was her ultimate again?
She's Ultimate Writer.
Oh my gosh, no wonder she's always so seeming so amorous.
Also, I don't know why, but I couldn't hear what you said, so I leaned closer to my microphone to try to hear you better. I don't know how that was supposed to work.
What do you think, Hina? Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to go get some kids saved from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back to the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying, the knife disappeared while you were drinking tea in the dining hall? Yeah. How do you like my new voice for her?
Just to be perfectly clear,
I
the
wanna,
knife disappeared
wanna
while you were in the
Saka.
dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Oh, his face is freaking out too.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
How would that work though? Because either one of us dies or everybody else dies, and only one person survives.
Idiot swimmer girl?
Also, yeah, that title though.
Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so
That
I
actually,
shall
if that,
answer.
I feel like the answer to that has to be no, or honestly probably yes, because that would make it a lot more difficult, and B, a lot more interesting.
Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but
Oh.
only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So nobody's going to agree to be the accomplice. Gotcha.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together and they just didn't know about the rule?
Ugh, good grief. Enough already. No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case.
Okay, yeah, we assumed that already, but
Oops. Did I say that out loud?
thanks for the help, tutorial game.
Thanks,
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife, so I'm not the killer.
Okay,
He
so
sounds like a
then
wimpier version of
who
Aaron
did
Yeager's
take the
English
knife?
dub.
I haven't heard Aaron Yeager's voice in the English dub.
Hina seems
Oh,
the
good.
obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
Yes, but no other evidence
Celeste still
points to
scares
me.
the crap
Yeah,
out of
no,
me.
she is creepy.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
Probably.
I can.
Yo, Sakura.
That's right.
Sakura.
Sakura was with me the
Sakura's
entire
safe
time I was
because,
drinking
like,
my
literally
tea.
the only way she's ever going to die is if we get the trial wrong, because nobody's gonna be able to kill her.
Yeah.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well,
Just
They were
spit it
making
out
out.
already.
Like I said, Idiot Swimmer Girl title is fitting.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
Oh, never mind. You were right.
I got so
I
scared
knew it.
thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking. I just asked her to stay over.
Screw
Which
it, I'll
means
ship it.
we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
Nope.
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned
Also, technically,
room.
that whole area is the dorm, so you could sleep in the hallway if you wanted to. I wouldn't, but you could.
Good point.
So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem. A boy and a girl spending the night
Oh
together?
no, he's gonna get his ass beat. He's gonna get his ass beat.
Bruh.
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
But if it wasn't either of
Oh,
you,
okay, we're just
then what
skipping
other
over that. Never mind.
possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right,
One.
Hina?
She didn't say two. One. That means somebody else was in there.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yes.
One other person
finally.
did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Gokya.
Why didn't you say so
It
in the
was
first
Byakuya or Leon. One of those two. Probably not Byakuya at this point, honestly.
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Oh, Junko.
It was either Junko or Sakura or Sayaka. Someone who's not here. Who's not here? Are you talking about?
Sayaka.
Oh, Sayaka. Okay.
She's the one who came to the dining
She
hall.
She took the knife
then later,
so that she could try to
she wound
defend
up
herself,
dead.
and then she got stabbed by it. Oh, that makes sense because they grabbed the sword. Why would they grab the sword if they already had the knife?
Good point. I'm upset now.
Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was Sayaka. Monokuma.
Yeah. Monokuma.
Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most
I
likely...
mean, I get that. Water is pretty slapping.
Then the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it?
That also makes sense because like she was killed by the knife, obviously, but she'd been hit with the sword a couple times, and or at least once, clearly showing by
I bet
the
you
wrist.
that the
Actually,
killer hit
her right
hand
wrist
with
was the
knife
one that
in
was
it and then
broken.
broke
Yeah,
her hand.
and making her drop the knife.
so-
Killer picked up the knife and stabbed her.
yeah.
Yeah, that's probably
Exactly
what went down there.
In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
Yeah, that also does throw out all of Aoi's defense here.
What?
Yeah, good point,
He did
actually.
do it after all.
Why do you have that face when you're
Why
saying
is
that?
such a...
You're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction?
Why does he have an arrow on his tie?
I want to slap his belly.
You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering.
Left the body, didn't clean up.
And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply
uh,
can't declare that he's the killer.
Bathroom door. Bathroom door.
The bathroom door, yeah.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Ooh, I like his belt buckle. I'm gonna let the camera pan down for a little bit. Yeah, I like his belt buckle there. Above the U and talking.
Something was missing from the scene of the
Lion
crime
face.
that by all rights should have been
Right there, on the side.
Oh.
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there.
You know what I'm
Oh,
talking about,
right, hair.
don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Your first Hangman's Gambit.
What?
What is this? I don't think this is how court works at all. Absolutely, tell me about it. As things advance further in class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the mouse to aim, press the left mouse button to shoot the desired letters. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. Oh, so if you shoot down the wrong letters, you're just stuttering while delivering your speech. If this gauge reaches 0 or you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Something that should have been at the scene, but wasn't. That must be the most crucial point. I'm going to assume the word is going to be hair. If we can just figure out what that something is. Show me 4 letters, and we'll know what it is. What the? Oh, okay, yep.
Yep, hair.
Yep. Or give me an N. Or R, even. N.
Shoot it again? Maybe?
Oh, yeah. You have to shoot it multiple times. Gotcha.
Now I understand.
Why are you reviewing all of these things in my chat? How dare you?
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
It would also not make sense for you to not, dispose of the body.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
What about the corpse in the bathroom?
I love her voice.
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
I was spot on with his voice as well.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Just to play devil's advocate, even though I know Makoto isn't the killer. He could have also done that to make people assume that. Although then again, at this point they didn't know there was a trial, so probably not.
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
The doorknob.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Yes. The killer struggled getting into the bathroom. The evidence that proved it is the object the killer broke.
I got it!
The time had popped up and I got
Killer
scared.
had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
See how the top part was unscrewed and the doorknob's about ready to fall off, he says, not making any motion to hold up a camera or a picture?
Yeah, let me just quickly pull up my iPhone and just show y'all a quick picture
I
of
mean,
my
I
phone
assume
or
they have something to look at, but...
Oh yeah, true.
Monokuma just turns into a TV.
What does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Yes, I want to learn everything because this is the tutorial. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are necessarily false, which means don't click on the first one again. Because it did say something about, like, if you get to the end and you haven't used it, it'll repeat the thing. Use the truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Now, this is important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. Something about this makes me think that I'm going to be the suspect in every murder.
Probably.
You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. We set logic to medium. I kind of wanted to set it to hard, but someone said it only adjusted time, so don't have that face, Hina. I don't know if are you Hina? I can't remember. Hina might be.
No, Hina.
How's the trial going? We're just about to the hard part, I think, or at least the part where it starts getting more difficult than it was. Good luck and have fun.
That was Lexi that joined, right?
It was Lexi, yes. Also, hi Lexi, how you doing?
Well,
bathroom door frame.
Lexi. Yeah.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Yep.
She then fled into the bathroom.
That is correct.
Yep.
Then the killer ran after her.
Yeah.
And they got into the bathroom.
Yes.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
Because
Sayaka had locked it.
Incorrect. We don't have a lock on her.
No, that's wrong.
We don't have a lock.
Yep.
There is no lock.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes.
I'm actually really
now that you
enjoying this,
mention
yeah,
it,
Lexi.
that is true.
I'm also loving it just how
why didn't
spot
your
on we were with
bathroom
some of these
door
voices.
I'm nowhere near correct with Monokuma, but I still am sticking to my
honestly,
guns.
I like your Monokuma a lot better than mine. Yours is closer to what I was trying to go. Yeah, mine was going for just like the kind of like high-pitched, sort of happy-go-lucky kind of thing. Yours is getting...
Mine is just downright malevolent.
Yeah, yours is getting more of the crazy going. I was trying to get like a nice mix of those two, but I think we both got either end of the spectrum there.
Because it was stuck.
We need to make a baby so that way they can make the perfect Monokuma.
I'm gonna stop you right there.
Oh.
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about? My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yep, true as true can
The music
be.
changes once he starts talking.
But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door... That's not lucky at all!
So the reason the door didn't
And it's
open
back
was
to normal.
just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked
'Cause it
in the
wasn't
first
opening.
place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
Was the killer a girl?
They
Maybe the
switched
killer
switched
doesn't know
things
how to...
around.
Oh, they switched the things around, yeah.
Yeah.
But who switched that? Was it
I
Sayaka
think
who
it was
switched it?
Monokuma.
It's either Monokuma or
would be
Sayaka.
Monokuma.
The killer
why
could
would Sayaka
easily
do
make
that?
that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked, so they didn't know that the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime they didn't know was... the crime took place in my room. They didn't know that because someone switched the signs.
The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was?
I think I figured out why everybody's faces is
That's
shaking. It's whenever they're surprised or angry.
Inconceivable.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Inconceivable. Say what?
Say what?
Well, to be more specific,
Regret.
what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room,
Then there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But
We can know, though.
the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then
Which
Makoto
was
couldn't
everyone.
have done it.
Haha! Yes! Finally!
We won over the.
That's what I've been trying to tell you!
Writer.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
What?
What? What happened to his voice?
What happens if we can't decide
He just does
on
that
who we think
sometimes.
did it?
Well then, why don't we just vote right
No!
now?
More
Majority
evidence!
rules.
We need more evidence! Okay, literally the only evidence right now is, okay, we know it's not Makoto. That is the only evidence that everybody has. Why would they go to a vote?
We only
Majority
know,
rules?
So far,
Do you really think that's a good idea?
all we know is that it's not
Yeah,
Makoto.
our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
For serious.
Does
For
no one
cereal.
have any other thoughts or questions?
I have so many
It does
other
not
thoughts.
matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Good.
Oh,
How do I zip up
you.
my
Oh,
shirt?
you. Hold on, we have beef here.
Uh-oh.
Or maybe she's just like this because she thinks I's an idiot.
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's probably because she just thinks she's an idiot.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yeah, that's what I've been wondering.
That is a good
How
question.
did the killer get inside?
All of the keys are the same.
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
The key was
Then-
inside.
Maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative!
Can't pick the
If
lock.
you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Somebody get the lockpicking lawyer. Let's fact check that.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just
No, because remember
him
they
in.
said don't let anybody, open the door for anybody, even if it's one of us, supposedly.
Yep.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me?
Excuse me, bitch.
Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
You literally have a dick on your head.
Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka could let someone in because...
Switching rooms.
Switching rooms. It would have to be.
Got it! Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked
Yeah,
me to switch
okay.
rooms in the first place.
I'm gonna hit space, hopefully switch it to auto so it turns, so hopefully that's correct. Same goes for you, Sayaka, no matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. I'm gonna switch it to auto, hopefully I won't have to remember to hit the button. Even if I'm sure it's you!
I'm sure it's
okay,
you.
got this.
Absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh?
Huh.
Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
Look at what? There's something I wanted to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room.
She switched them around.
She switched them. Check out the nameplates to make sure you don't get to the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man, I've totally seen people do that on detective shows.
That just
When you write,
verifies
it can
her
leave an
being the
imprint.
#1 detective.
Sketch over the next sheet of
Just
paper,
saying.
and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
I don't
It's a
think auto's
pretty
helping, I'm
old-fashioned
not gonna lie.
technique, but even the classics
No,
can
it
be
doesn't.
surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
So it was written after we switched rooms.
Yeah.
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka, who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No.
No, I didn't. But
Of course you didn't. Because the note also bears a perfectly legible
Okay,
signature.
that's just Sayaka's name
Sayaka's
written out.
signature.
That's not a signature. Somebody could have easily forged that. That's not evidence. Sorry. Then that note, Sayaka wrote it. I mean, obviously it's Sayaka because it's only
Why
either
would she write
either
that?
her or Makoto, and we didn't write it. But yeah.
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Shush.
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it
course
wouldn't
you-
have any
right,
effect
forgot about
on
that.
me.
He did like. The worst part is that there's people that are like this in actual life that don't realize how lame they sound.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Please
Huh?
keep talking, Celeste.
What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
that's why you were asked. It's almost like when someone asks you something, they want you to answer.
Very well then. Pay attention.
Oh, all right, we're doing this again, huh? Norm nameplates.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yes.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Yes.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words,
I
even if
missed.
someone
Fuck.
did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
Oh, you can see how many lines of text there are.
It certainly would seem that way.
Okay, so we're gonna have to let that play through again. The killer went to my room instead of Sayaka's, and the reason for that is it has to be because of what got switched between mine and Sayaka's rooms. Dorm nameplates.
Sayaka and Makoto switched room, but in the note, it specifically.
I see. Then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly.
the room.
Oh my!
No, that's wrong.
That focus meter drops fast. Okay. I stopped it for just a
The
second.
nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
Oh, just thought of something. What if Sayaka was trying to get us killed? She was working with
that's
someone to get us
possibility.
killed. And then...
It turned around
yeah.
and ended up with her being dead?
Because maybe it would have been something like she was the one struggling. Because remember, she came to our room and said someone was struggling with the doorknob. What if she was the one
Right.
struggling with the doorknob to break it to make it so that it wouldn't lock anymore? So someone who could easily come into our room, and that was like the code to, hey, go kill this person.
Right.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem.
I mean, no matter where they are, it would be no problem because like they're in the same hallway.
And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right.
Okay, then who did it?
Oddly sweaty Leon.
Sayaka.
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. The only person who knew we had switched rooms. Me. Sayaka. Or
got
Monokuma.
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms.
And Monokuma.
So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
She did say check the nameplates, so that kind of throws out my theory of Sayaka trying to get us killed.
Yeah.
There's something to
Just
reflect on.
us two.
Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. So she left her room, went out, did that, and then came back. Check the nameplates. So that means she switched the nameplates before she left this note, or after she left this note. One of the two.
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Was she trying to get us framed for murder?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
Waiting.
Okay. Let's think about it this way.
Thinking about it this way.
Sayaka likes us. Or, sorry, liked us.
Supposedly, yes.
And so she's clearly trying to meet up with someone to kill somebody, right? I mean,
maybe.
She's distressed after she sees the video. She needs to get back to her idol friends. So she's gonna kill someone and get out. Right? I mean, that just makes sense.
That is possible, yes.
What if she was going to talk with this person about how to kill somebody but didn't want us, or Makoto, to get involved? So that way, Sayaka gets out scot-free, but Makoto also isn't blamed or killed in the process.
Then why would you have that happen in Makoto's room? Have the meeting in Makoto's room.
Maybe she was still actually scared, but was like thinking it over late in the night and decided to try and do something.
Maybe. You know what I think?
Maybe.
I think if we continue, we'll find the answer.
To understand that,
Shush.
we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person
My
into
guess
the
was going to be
room.
they were talking about something less on the more sensitive side, like, hey, let's kill somebody, and then things got heated. after
That's where the
disagreements.
answer lies.
What happened then was...
Or maybe she was trying to bring someone into that room to kill them.
Whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out. We know who did it. Whoever she invited over is the culprit.
No shit, Sherlock.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Hold on. No, her thumb's on the right side. Okay, for some reason it looked like her thumb on her bottom hand was on the wrong side of her hand.
It looks like she has shoes on her arms.
That's also true.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight,
So that's gonna
right?
be the evidence of a struggle fight, the sword fight, or the sword evidence.
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
It definitely was.
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems
Broke
pretty
her wrist
likely
just
that the
fine.
killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
Yeah.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
Because the gold plating. There's no doubt. Sayaka's wrist.
Yep.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist.
It's clear.
And
It
it
was
should
sliced by
become
a golden
clear.
sword. I mean, what a good adventurer can't spot a golden sword slice?
Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with
I
the sword
got it!
right there on her wrist!
Yeah, you're... I'm not gonna
He's a
lie.
little slow.
I'm slowly liking his character less and less.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's a little slow. but
He seems
So
fine
the
in like
truth
short
draws ever
conversations.
closer.
But then like,
Yeah.
you're not the smartest, are you?
All right. then
Yo,
it's about
Hero's
time
getting
to solve
serious.
this mystery.
Not really, because we still have a lot of evidence. We don't even know who the person is. There's a bit more to learn about now. Oh, there's more. Is there? Great. Okay, this is probably going to be the finding out who the killer is. Getting used to these non-stop debates? Sure. Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. Oh gosh, I'm going to have to switch between them. only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. You can press the QT to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Oh gosh! This is gonna be difficult. I feel like I'm gonna get this wrong a couple times. Or you can use the mouse wheel. Okay. By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. For our purposes this time, the logic difficulty will be set to meet. Why? The logic difficulty is supposed to be set to normal. Replica sword sheath, kitchen knife set, replica sword. Probably just the replica sword.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Yes.
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
After
and
breaking
they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
So we only have 2 things to shoot there. We have kitchen knife and replica sword.
Has to do with the right sword, I think.
What if the person with the sword really did attack first? There's no explanation for how a certain part of the sword got damaged.
Oh, the sheath is broken,
When the fighting broke out,
is it?
Yeah.
The culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
That part?
Yeah,
No,
I think so.
I'm not confident on that, actually. I don't think that's right. I'm gonna be entirely honest.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Huh? Why not?
Huh? Why not? I love how just nonchalant he is about that.
Because the sword sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it.
I can't see
like
that,
someone
actually.
cut into it with something sharp.
Where is the
Bingo.
gash?
I think it's...
Is it that, like, awkward line down the
It's the weird V.
Yeah, I think that's it. That has to be it, because
Yeah.
what else could it be?
Although that is blood on the hilt.
Oh gosh, we have a follower bot. Hold on. Slash
ban time.
Anyways, sorry, just had to deal with something there in chat. See, there's a gash in it like someone cut into something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna be entirely
Slow
honest.
down and
Replica
explain
swords
it
are
so I
pretty
get
sharp.
what the hell's going on.
I nearly cut myself on one at the Ren Fair.
If the sword was used first,
Or at least some of them.
there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be
I am
heavy
wrinkled
and
brain.
bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
Sayaka attacked first.
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening.
Probably not.
So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too.
No.
Then,
Just
after
man's
they
moron.
broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
I think our original idea was better, where more accurate, where Sayaka tried to attack, or was trying to defend herself with the knife, or probably attacking actually now at this point. Her wrist got broken with the sword, making her drop the knife. The killer took the knife and killed her with the sword, or killed her with it.
Sorry, but
I'm
I
gonna go to
don't
the
think
bathroom real quick.
Sayaka used
Okay.
the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a
Oh
certain
gosh,
part
wait.
of her body
certain
that
part of her
makes
body
this
that
clear.
makes this clear. Part of her body that shows she never used the sword. One of the sword, you'd have to touch it with her palms.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Gold flakes.
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why?
Water
do you
turns
see
off at
that?
night. That's why.
Is it because you think I'm ugly?
What? Shut up.
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way Sayaka can wash the gold coating off her hands because the water turns off at night.
I got it!
She's afraid of water.
According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh,
Not that detail.
I didn't know that.
You haven't taken a shower yet?
What?
We've been here for 5 days.
Oh my.
And you're standing next to the worst person to hear that.
You're no different. You
Yeah, but he
smell
smells like
a
that
big,
always,
fat,
'cause
ugly
he's fat.
donkey.
Hmm?
Yeah.
I'm not sure whether to take that
It's
as
an insult.
or a compliment.
He's not going to step on you, man.
Yeah.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means
she never touched
the
the sword.
killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
Would have to have been the one without the sword. Sayaka, yes.
I got it!
I got it!
Sayaka?
She had the kitchen.
She had the kitchen knife?
Yeah. We already knew that.
We already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
I mean, when she says she's psychic, it gets kind of creepy. So.
Yeah, nah, she is... Honestly, she was giving me some creepy vibes. I'm not gonna lie.
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all
Yes,
the
I am in a suit,
actions of
Eden.
an
I wore it
assailant.
because we're going to a trial, thank you. And it's definitely not the same suit that I use for this. Also, I'm not actually wearing the suit pants because that's too much effort. I'm wearing sweatpants, but it's definitely not the same suit that definitely not the same suit that I use for the Skeebs costume. I mean, I did put out in the Discord notification wear trial-worthy clothing, so.
Very good.
Also, this is so fucking warm. I am quite toasty right now. Indeed, these are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
I mean, hey, listen.
Falling in love.
I think sweatpants fit the trial as well, considering I'm wearing sweatpants to the trial. So, I made sure not to put my foot on camera because there's problems.
You don't want to
with
go
that.
on WikiFeet?
I mean, eventually, I hope I have a good WikiFeet page, but not right now.
I'll start it.
Was that so she could? Was that she could? Yep.
Sayaka
That's what I was
wanted
thinking,
to
honestly, since we
on
found out
me?
that Sayaka had the knife originally.
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret.
Yeah, no, her voice is definitely just confirming my theory that she's a robot.
If the
I
target
don't
knew
care,
she
I'm
had switched
swooning.
rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone.
Oh yeah, because you believed that so much when I told you the first time.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
I'm joking to death. That's what's up, Lexi.
Nice.
What's up is we've found out that Sayaka is actually the one who initiated the attack, most likely trying to pin a murder on Makoto and get away scot-free. Eden showed up and now feels underdressed because I am wearing a suit. And yeah.
I'm not wearing anything, so don't worry. You're
Plus,
still probably
she was the ultimate pop sensation.
I'll see how that really
totally
has to-
forgettable kid.
Oh.
Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
A totally forgettable kid because pretty much every national superstar is a moron. I'm not gonna lie.
Then
or
you're
lies.
saying she
Or
had
lies,
this all
yeah.
planned out?
Holy shit!
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired.
Clearly.
She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument! You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide
I
who
mean,
did
I
it.
think we all know, or at least we know who did it.
Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
No evidence that we pointed out is actually...
Right now, you just need to concentrate on
Pointed to who
figuring
did
out
it.
the
You need to
answer
put
to
up
this
evidence that
mystery.
points to who did it.
If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
The evidence we should be putting forward for this is the burnt sleeve in the trash area. Just because we don't want to miss anything out, the crystal ball in the trash area. Leon's name written on the wall in blood behind Sayaka after she was murdered.
Maybe she was trying to spell leet and just forgot how.
Leet. Obviously I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. That's not true! That's wrong! Oh, we're back to the debate.
No, that's
okay.
wrong!
No, that's wrong! Dying message. That's the only bullet. Alright, yep, that's the one we're going with, because that is...
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it.
Yeah.
But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Pow.
No, that's wrong.
I love this so much.
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
And also everything to do with the trash.
Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037.
Nope, it's
written
Leon.
in her own blood.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Yeah, there was blood on her finger. Left index finger.
I got it!
I got it!
Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
That or she just really decided to just touch the wound a lot with just her left index finger.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean?
It over.
11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right?
Doesn't
you
mean
should know all
anything, 'cause
about
you need to
numbers and
flip it
shit.
over because it's a word.
No, that's
We need the
not...
numbers, Mason.
Yes, I'm a
No numbers,
programmer,
Mason.
but
What
I
do they
don't see any
mean?
kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's
See,
because
she
they're
gets it.
not numbers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
it
gosh,
looks
he's
like...
the one who gets this.
Huh? What?
No, it's just look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two
That
numbers?
is the worst one you could have
and
chosen.
more like
Look at
one letter?
the O, the E, and the 7. The 1-1 is the only one that could potentially be two numbers because of that bit in the middle could have just been her, like, weakly moving her arm and not getting away from the thing in time.
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is
That's the worst one to go with to start with,
I
but
assumed
whatever.
it was 1-1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Noel!
Whoa.
The
You
killer
might have
was
finally just said something worth
the killer
a
was
shit.
Noel.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if
say
that
these
really
things.
is an N, N037, doesn't make any
Number
more sense
37.
than before.
Damn it, it's no use. I just don't know. I mean, it's clearly characters just say things sometimes. Yeah, they really do just say things sometimes. You're right.
Rotate the image 180
There we
degrees.
go. Finally. Huh? Rotate it. I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
Yeah.
So, whose name did she write?
Wait, let this move a little bit. I want to see Leon's face in the top left corner. I can't.
Oh, he looks disturbed.
He looked a little disturbed, but not like extremely like, oh shit, disturbed. More like, uh-oh, disturbed. Sayaka's dying message reveals the killer's name. If you turn her message 180 degrees, it should become crystal clear. Select someone. Oh shit, it was... Hold on, wait. Sorry, I just really like looking at Sakura. Wait, can I not?
Right,
I can't select the bear. I
No,
went the
you can't
wrong way. It was Leon!
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N, or more accurately, Leon.
What? What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look
Random
like my
squiggles
name.
that are perfectly straight lines.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning
No, it was
up
definitely
against it.
behind her shoulder.
Quiet.
Oh, it was definitely harder in the original Japanese version because it's still written in English.
In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me.
Of course it sounds like one hell of a stretch to you, because it's the damning piece of evidence that makes you the culprit.
I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer,
Sure looked like
then
it.
why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
Imagine putting all the letters together. Leon. Like lion! The evidence that Leon tried to get rid of. That has to be like the coat sleeve or something, right? In front of the incinerator,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. It has to be that.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
This is really bad timing because I really have to go to the bathroom.
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
Isn't that right, Leon?
What?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
No, but his name on the crime scene and all the other evidence is.
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out how it was disposed of, where it was disposed of, when it was disposed of.
Oh, shoot.
Probably how, because only Boyo would have been able to get into the...
Batman would have been able to...
It was either how or where, not when. Do we go with how?
Sure.
I think we go with how.
I got it! If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of...
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either.
Oh! I put it together. I just put it together. He threw the shirt into the incinerator and then threw the crystal ball at the switch to turn it on.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And then the reason the shirt sleeve fell out is because it was still hanging on the side because he didn't get it all the way in.
Yep,
so when it started
that makes
burning
sense.
up, it fell out once it wasn't connected to the shirt anymore.
You need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There's another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. And that's exactly what proves Leon is the real killer, because he's the baseball guy. Make your argument. Shatter crystal ball. Yeah, that's the only evidence we have, and that's the only evidence we need, baby.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
That's not the evidence we
So
want.
the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
That's not the evidence we want.
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator.
How, baby?
No, that's wrong.
You threw a crystal ball that Hero
Hold on.
spent $1 million
I think I know
on.
how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
The killer had to throw it. Divine with it!
I got it! The killer
Did I click
simply
the right
took
one?
aim
Okay,
at
yeah.
the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on. I didn't pinch my nose, which is why his voice sounded weird. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off the last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate.
That's why I was wondering why that crystal ball was there. It seems so out of place.
Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
Your argument is falling apart, Leon!
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right?
It didn't look like that, but we'll go with that,
The
sure.
pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small.
You can only
Could
hit by being a
someone really
baseball
do that?
prodigy.
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
It wouldn't have been much at all because the ultimate fanfic creator.
I got it!
Ultimate baseball star.
Because the killer is the ultimate baseball
on my
star.
title.
Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right
Do
now?
you have any ideas how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
Again, Among Us strats. He's now getting angry to try to deflect.
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen
Great,
to me!
because I really
What
need
the
to go
hell
to
do
the
you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered. And the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Closing argument is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes, but I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick, so jam out to these epic tunes.
Aw, yeah. That's the good stuff. I like listening to this. Just kidding, I'm going to be on my phone, so if you want to entertain yourself, entertain yourself. Yo, chat, I'm getting up early tomorrow. I'm getting up at like 4 in the morning to start going hiking. I'm trying to get my eagle, and I gotta do a 15-mile hike, and then a 20-mile hike, or a 20-mile hike and a 15-mile hike. And so, I'm gonna be getting up real early, and absolutely hating every minute of it. And that's a lie, I have music. I'm very close. I just have to get my, project just a little more finished up, do the paperwork, finish up personal management and citizenship in the community, and I'm done. Eagle achieved, baby. The church that sponsors my troop has a greenhouse, or sorry, a community garden that has a greenhouse that was donated to it. My project was assembling it, putting some like gravel or drainable substance inside, and then putting up some shelves in it. And so we've got the greenhouse assembled, we've got it drilled down to the foundation. We just need to, yes, we just need to get some like gravel or something to put in. We've got an idea for that. And then it's shelves, which we've got a design for, and we're pretty close to finishing up. Then it's just paperwork.
Cool. I didn't hear any of that story, but I'm going to pretend like I heard it, so yeah. Would I like to hear more?
just me working on it.
Absolutely! Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book.
Yeah!
Yeah! Manga time! Let's go.
Yeah, are we going left to right or right to left?
Probably right to left.
Manga time.
I don't know. However, you'll notice that in the comic there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at the missing section and press the left mouse button, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun. So before we get any hints and anything, I just want to try to get this on my own. So essentially, the events are Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms. Sayaka then wrote the note and either switched the things, or no, she switched the nameplates beforehand, then wrote the note because she made sure to mention it. Yeah, she then went and put it under the note under Leon's door. Leon came over, and Sayaka attacked him with a knife. He picked up the sword to defend, and then attacked her with the sword, hit her in the wrist with the sword, making her drop the knife. Picked up the knife. Sayaka fled to the bathroom. Leon then couldn't get the door open because it was stuck, and then therefore had to get a screwdriver to open the door to take the door off, but managed to get it open while doing that, and then stabbed Sayaka, and the end. Sayaka then wrote the name on there, and then he took the evidence of his bloody clothes. Okay, hold on.
No.
Oh wait,
not
was
there,
there something
not there.
else? Oh, there's more. Good. Okay. So this. How do I? Ah, like this. Okay. This is page 2. This?
That one. Yeah.
And then...
And then the one of them clashing. Two to your right there, yeah. Nope, back.
There it is.
Yeah.
Okay. And then their broken wrist.
Breaks.
Probably drops the knife.
Yeah.
Okay, and then flees into the bathroom with a pipe. Oh, that's the shower head. Oh, you can just do that. So then goes into the bathroom. Notices the door is locked, so takes the screwdriver. Is there any others?
Nope.
Takes the screwdriver to the door. Where's the screwdriver to the door? There it is. Okay. Comes in, stabs Sayaka. Wait, this. We missed this.
Whoa, what is that?
That would be here.
Yeah.
Let's get the hint first. Okay, wait. Yeah, there. But that no, because then how would he
drop the knife?
Yeah. Oh, maybe we have more than would be necessary.
The others seem like they would fit everywhere else.
Yeah.
So we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that.
Also, what do we have here?
We're on a time limit.
We are, but we have 24 minutes. So, this is the end. So, Sayaka gets stabbed there. What do we have? The only thing that would make sense to go here is... Okay, so yeah, that's this. Then that Act 3 is...
And, he picks up the lint roller.
Okay, yeah. Lint roller. Oh, I probably could have guessed that. And then we go over here. We get that. We get that. We tie that into a ball. Throw that in there. That falls out there. Okay, so yeah, we would have one left over, and that's this. That makes sense.
The killer is you! I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them.
Doing a really bad job of hiding because both her shoulder, sleeve, and also the knife are sticking out from behind that wall.
She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Ah! We've taken our first damage. Oh! What did they do next? This? Nothing else would make sense.
The killer is you!
Is it gonna start from the beginning? It has
During
to be
the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Oh, I think it wasn't the dropping knife because that happens in the second frame there. Yeah.
And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife.
What? Then it... I don't know.
Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator.
Especially sturdy to me.
So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal
especially
ball,
sturdy gate would just be
which he'd
a
left in the
wall.
laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief.
I'm pretty sure sighs of relief aren't usually heh, and they're more
But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
Jeez.
Isn't that right, Leon?
Complete. That was fun.
It would
I like
appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories. You need evidence. Where's the evidence?
The evidence isn't everything we've been talking about for the last 2 hours, Leon.
It's
Without
been 2
evidence,
hours.
it's all bullshit.
Yeah, stream just
it's
ticked over the
bullshit,
2
and I
hour mark.
refuse to acknowledge it.
Wow. No wonder
Well
I'm
then,
tired.
I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in
I
possession
am?
of that evidence.
Oh, yeah, we are.
Yes, please, because I have no idea what you're talking about. What evidence is this? Oh, he has a lot of health and stars. Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you'll engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as a bullet time battle, aka the BTW. Bullet time bounce, gotcha. Legend of Zelda speedrun strats. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Dude, this is a rhythm game? What?
Ah, this game has everything.
This is just a winner
Next thing you'll know, this is
jack of
actually
all
an
trades
arrow
game. Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Press the right mouse button to lock on to an opponent's statement. What button am I pressing, though?
Right click.
This is why I never know what genre to tell people this game is. Ah, that makes more sense now. Destroy the statement you've locked onto with the left mouse button as the tempo marker reaches the center. Okay, so left mouse button. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Tempo up. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going, you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get a tempo down situation. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. So watch out for that. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press the left mouse button to shoot it down with a truth bullet, like any other statement. Refute their statement fast enough, and you'll come out victorious. But just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0 or you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. I am probably not ready for this, to be honest.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything
Oh!
from your room to do it.
Okay, that evidence.
Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
They used something of their own to remove the screws. Could it have been...
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid.
Among Us strats.
Stupid,
Be
stupid.
loud. Win game.
Stupid, 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 stupid,
Stupid. I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. Toolkit.
Toolkit. Wait.
The moment of truth.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. Stupid. You lie. Shut up. Where's your proof?
I can't look at anything but other than the bar, because otherwise I'll fuck it up.
It wasn't me! Stupid! You lie! Stop talking!
Alright, there we go. Final strike!
Where's your proof?
Without evidence, it's all bullshit. It's bullshit. I refuse to acknowledge it. Pow! Toolkit!
Right.
That was interesting. That is definitely not something I could look at chat and talk about, but talk while doing, but...
I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove that.
I mean, you could have used the knife, I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Stupid, stupid,
It
stupid.
had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid,
Okay.
stupid!
I think he's
Leon,
broken. I think you're
would
broken.
you mind showing
Leon.
us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
That's not how screwdrivers work, but it will show evidence of the toolkit being opened.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh?
Because nobody else would have opened their toolkits by now.
And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
Oh, he's broken. Okay.
He's lost it.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. He's definitely lost it.
He's turning into
you
the
have no
Scream
rebuttal?
painting.
Then it would seem we are finished here.
I'm waiting for her to kill someone.
Dude, I can see her killing someone, yeah.
I hope it's not too early because I like doing her voice.
Yeah.
She's gonna be the next one to do it then.
How many points did I get? An A! I got an
Almost
A!
1,000.
Yes! I'll take it! 78? Is that 78 medals?
Did we just get 78 tokens? That's
Did I just get 78 tokens? I guess that makes sense because of how many prizes there are.
Yeah.
Also, I imagine after this, like, relationships with the other characters is actually going to really matter.
Yeah.
Pooh.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then
Now
are
we're
we ready to cast our votes?
I feel like at this point it's gonna be unanimous against Leon. Everybody except for maybe Leon
There'll be
voting
some
against me.
that don't believe.
There will be Leon
Ryder
voting
Girl
against.
doesn't.
You all
Ryder
have a
Girl
lever in
seems
front of
like she
you.
probably
Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then
Why did it
get
pan to her?
excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
The final solution is the lever. Wait, that's a different thing. Never mind. Excuse me now? Oh, okay.
Yay! Good job, Leon. You suck at murder.
Oh, so we don't get to see who everybody voted for. Okay. Uh-oh, looks like you got it right on the money.
Looks like you got it right on the money.
We're done with them talking for us now. Okay.
The Blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka,
Yahoo!
was none other than Leon Kuwata.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But
I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
You son of a bitch! What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So, that's why...
I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. There was a complete chance that I round up like this.
I was just... unlucky. That's all.
Nerd!
Hey! Come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? Yeah. Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong.
I agree
because
with you, Aiden.
If what we came up with was really the truth, and the truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind, it's all because of that video, which we did watch, yeah. Even I couldn't handle what I saw there. If I was her, and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're
trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
Why? Why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here. I don't know why she's British now.
The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them, and Sayaka.
I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it. Even some things that weren't so pleasant.
So she's killed someone before.
Oh, she's most certainly killed someone.
And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So, when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
Who said it for me?
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? Well, no, she had no way of knowing that this was gonna happen. I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Well, I mean, you could try the clairvoyant Ouija board guy. Once you're dead, that's that.
Oi, howdy. The entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships.
Okay, this is kind of off topic and definitely derailing of the mood, but the lights in the background look like corn.
I see it.
They really look like corn. I don't know why I felt the need to point that out, but they look like corn.
aesthetic?
You can see it on stream too if you just look to that side of Monokuma. Anyway, sorry. Back to the movie.
She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but on the inside, she descended into pure madness.
What did you say?
Phew.
I understand. Really, I do. Yup. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse.
Decaps. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it. Everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly, in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma. Oh, no, don't be Funko Pop.
No,
or Junko Pop.
no.
Don't be a Junko Pop. But...
No.
That's enough.
Thank you. As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
Is she the robot?
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now.
Damn it!
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Ah, that was a close one. Thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
I keep accidentally hitting my fucking mic.
Yes, indeed.
Then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial...
What do I feel like in the next frame or two we're gonna watch somebody get murdered?
Oh, I hope so. The blackened Leon Kuwata will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense?
Well, I mean, Sayaka did attack her.
When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit?
At that point, it's no longer self-defense.
After she'd shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing. But you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So, that's
No,
why...
that's not... Stop it. I've had enough of this.
Oh.
Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not?
Celeste, why are you trying to light fires here?
He killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand?
I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him.
Huh?
What?
If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind.
Unbelievable.
Uh-oh. Did you awaken to your own sense of justice?
Excuse me.
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you?
Just shut up.
Okay, well, anyway, more importantly...
Pull the lever, Kronk!
Pull the lever, Kronk! Let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for. The punishment.
Wrong lever!
Why do we even have that lever?
Sorry, I just dropped out of my chair for a joke. Hold on. There you go. Alrighty.
Gosh, I get too into character. Okay, hang on. Water time. Water break.
Please, don't do this.
Hey, come on now.
No more begging. No more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Leon Guata, the ultimate baseball star.
Why did they cut off the voice lines halfway through sentences? I don't get it.
No, 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 no.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
No.
No. Oh, that's really surprisingly well animated for this game. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Oh, we're back to this style of animation. Okay. Oh. Oh, okay. It lashed around his neck. Where the fuck is this hallway? Where have they been hiding this hallway? Oh, he's going into a baseball place. Field. Kind of thing. Oh. He's gonna get bludgeoned to death by baseballs.
You sure those are... Okay, they are baseballs.
Oh, and they all have to watch? The 1,000 blows. Oh, okay. Never mind, it's not slow. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that'd be painful.
Oh, that's brutal.
Why would it spin? You're not gonna hit the back of him, it's against a pole.
Oh, 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 oh.
That's brutal, jeez.
Oh, why would you open your mouth?
It's more of a that'd be more of just a pain reflex than anything.
Why did fanfic
Leon
guy
is
look so
dead,
hot and
Crab
bothered?
Rave. Thanks, Eden. Jeez. I feel like if from 1,000 baseballs, there would be a lot more baseballs on the floor. What we saw. That was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else can we call it?
Extreme!
You said my voice line.
Yeah. Put your head up, King. Your crown is dented. Yeah, because it just got hit with 1,000 baseballs. The fuck you mean it's dented? Of course it's dented.
Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control.
Do you have adrenaline, Monokuma?
You don't even want to know what human parts I have.
That's about what the voice line said, yeah. What's going on?
I can't take it.
I can't take this anymore. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well?
Well, hey, if you don't like it. All you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever.
Honestly, I thought he was gonna say
Sign
just
me
kill
out.
someone and graduate.
No, but you gotta not get caught. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that. No, I'm not doing that.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you. Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
I like how he refuses to
Evil?
curse.
You make it sound like I'm some sort of dark, awful, secret society type of guy.
But that describes you perfectly, does it not?
Say what?
Or, in this case, A dark, awful, secret society type of bear.
Well...
So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. It's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible.
Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
Shit.
You piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground.
You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way off the wrong tree. What happened? Happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You are to blame.
Of course we can't cut free of the outside world. Being trapped in this insane place.
You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you all learn the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
I mean, there is the entirety of the above floors. We only have access to the first floor, so who knows? Maybe the first floor is horrible, and then the floors above it is just like all room service and everything you could ever possibly want in life. Who knows? You just had to stay here a week, and they only made it 5 days before they started killing each other.
A room where Sayaka is still alive?
Sayaka and Junko are still alive. They're just like, oh yeah, we're fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, just give us a necromancy room.
That Leon you just saw get pelted with baseballs is actually a dummy, and none of this actually happened. What are you trying to say?
Just a prank, bro. I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Anyway, let's get to the Blackened's punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for, after all.
Did he even say that?
You said that already.
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to?
The older students, the one who left the note when... Like, remember when we collapsed right at the beginning on episode 1? And we woke up, there's a note on the desk. That was clearly from, like, I think it was clearly written from some older student. Or a student in a higher grade, which means that there's people other than us 15 here.
Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later.
And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Alright, trial over. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. Good. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. Except for Sakura. Her face was already stone. But it was in that moment. Just a bunch of end sounds, yeah.
Just a second.
She's gonna be the one to speak up.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second?
She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
It's free real estate.
Makoto.
I don't know if any of that picked up on the mic.
It all picked up.
It all picked
Before
up.
we head
Great.
back, have you heard about our sponsor for today's episode?
Raid Shadow. No.
There's something I want to talk to you about.
It's about Sayaka, isn't it?
I'm surprised you figured it out.
Are you? I mean, it's almost like we just watched her get murdered and then all that. Or we just found her get murdered and then had a trial about her and all that.
Listen.
But you see, I told you before the class trial started, our sponsor for today is Aquafina. You have to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You had to.
Making a lot of jokes.
Whoops.
I don't have a sponsor. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you cannot change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you.
Are you the psychic one? She was thinking
How
of
do you
me?
know this, Kyoko?
You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now. Wait.
No, she's a medium.
Sayaka was psychic. She told her.
However,
she's medium.
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer
You're taking my lines.
Oh, right, sorry.
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you.
What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message.
Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. Also, take that rag out of your mouth.
Sorry. I put my tie around my mouth because I kept saying your lines.
But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain.
Just like the baseballs at Leon.
She wasn't sure she could kill someone, or deceive you. Which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it.
Why are you telling me all this?
Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this.
You're the main character.
Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward. You are Eren Yeager.
You are the protagonist. Thank you, fifth joke.
Correct.
Correct! You are the protagonist! Haha! Huzzah!
Without something like that, without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation.
Makoto, I am your father. Oh, wait. Sorry, wrong story.
Makoto, I am your mother.
Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. I mean... Okay?
So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road.
I'm taking the suit off now because it's really warm and the trial's over. Unless we're doing another
Take
trial
it
this
off.
episode, so...
Take it off. Take it off.
This is also the main reason why I didn't put on the suit pants as well. It's because I knew I'd probably be taking it off by the end of this, and I'm not taking my pants off on stream.
Take it off.
I'm wearing an undershirt, don't worry.
Well, I have high expectations for you.
As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka?
I'm psychic. Oh, well. I'm psychic. Oh my god, I'm a genius!
What?
Huh?
Huh?
Oh. Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition.
That's sad. We just now got through chapter 1.
We have finished chapter 1. And honestly, this seems like a good place to end the stream if I wanted to, but I'm not sure I want to. Game over! You did it! Congratulations! Oh my god. I think I have to end the stream here now, because, like, I received the Despair Bat.
If you don't want to end the stream, you can switch to Project Winter.
That's true. I could do that, and I'm going to switch games, because that's just a really good stopping point for this. And also, I feel like if we do start the next chapter, we're not going to get anywhere. You want to save the data? Yes. Achievement unlocked. 1 is the loneliest number. I feel like that achievement should be better if you end up being the only person left alive.
2 is not as bad as 1.
1 is the loneliest number that you'll ever do.
Holy shit, you can sing.
2 is as bad as 1. It's the loneliest number since the number 1.
Oh my gosh, you can sing.
It's almost like I took choir for every single year of 1st grade through 12th grade. And was in show choir.
Marimba for you.
And nighttime. Alrighty. I am actually going to go ahead and switch here. For the VOD, this is the end of the video. If you see this in the VOD, comment pineapple.
Got it.
Cool. And if you're unseen, I'm going to ignore that comment because you were here. Anyways.
You can leave the link in the chat, that'd be good.
Yeah, Eden, hey, VOD. And Discord. Discord! Yeah. Anyways, I wonder. I have an idea. What if I made a command that was just the Nightbot would then say, wait, okay, first off, I'm going to test something real quick. I'm going to go ahead and end the recording. Bye, YouTube. Everybody say bye to YouTube.
Bye.
Chat, say bye to YouTube. Say bye to YouTube!
I did.
Okay, they said no. Sorry, chat. Sorry, YouTube chat. Just want to say bye to you.